So I was about 50 when I got the tattoo, 51, so my very first tattoo. So I was definitely not the type of person that you could imagine having a tattoo, and I've had quite a few people say to me, well, you don't look like the sort of person that's got a tattoo. If you've got a tattoo, it must mean something really special to you. So my son, youngest of three, he was 18, he was working away, and one night we think he might have fallen asleep, and his car, came off the road and he crashed into trees. I knew as the nurse that things were really not looking good, and they were monitoring his pressure in his brain. And 5 days after his accident, we decided to turn his life support off. It's such a hard decision. Every person is different, every situation is different. So, we went with what the doctors advised us, and what we wanted for Stuart, because we loved him so much. I think it's so shocking when especially someone younger than you dies, because it's not how things should be. As a parent, you should be able to protect your children, and your children should not die before you. So the grief was absolutely shocking and debilitating, and I lost my capacity to function for a while there. It was so intense, like the emotions are so intense. It's just so painful. It's really hard to describe to someone that hasn't had a profound loss like that. I've lost both my parents, and that was painful, but it was sort of expected. At the end of someone's life, you're prepared for it. This was totally unexpected and completely devastating. After my son died, things started to fade a little bit. His smell went, and I wasn't sure whether I was remembering him or just images from photographs. So I became I was terrified really that I'd forget him. And so part of how I got through that period was finding connections with him, and a connection. And a year after he died, on his birthday, my daughter got a tattoo in memory of him, and his best friend also. And I think I'd never really thought about tattoos because, I was quite opposed to them, I think, really. But in this case, I started thinking about rituals that would bring the essence of Stuart closer to me and keep him always in my life. And so I began to think about tattoos as a way of doing that, like a permanent memory of him. I think with the design, it was, I definitely wanted a circle, because the tattoo essentially means eternal life. So I definitely wanted a circle, and I wanted a couple of key symbols that represented eternal life, which is the ankh, the Egyptian ankh in the middle, and then a Latin inscription that means the same thing. And I also wanted a couple of things that were Stuart's life before he died. So there's a symbol there for his star sign, and the oak tree, which represents where he worked, and also his initial in the middle. So it was representative of what he was and his relationship with me now. So the thing I like about the tattoo is it's a part of me, so it goes with me wherever I go. So while I've got jewellery and things or journals or whatever that are representative of Stuart to me, they can't always come with me. And I had surgery recently, and jewellery off, everything off, but I still had my tattoo. And so it's really reassuring, because this comes with me everywhere, and it's always with me. So that's why I got it. The fact that this is so personal, it's very much, when I look at it, it's just Stuart. I got it for him. I got it to remember him, to connect us. So it's all about him. And that's the only way I guess I can touch him now. So I'll probably do it subconsciously, and it brings me a lot of comfort.